Where's my receipt? Okay, we good. All right. Anyway, let's try this again. I'm sorry. Hi, everybody. Good evening. I done got to a point, like, whenever I feel led to do something by God, I do it. So, you know, and sometimes I think one of the problems is that people, they hear from God, but it doesn't sound right to their spirit. So then they need a confirmation. You don't always need a confirmation if you know for a fact He said it to you. But a lot of times it's not something we want to hear or to do. So then you wait for the confirmation. I believe that, but that's not why I was on. That's totally not why I was on. That's totally not why I was on. I'm on because I was just at Target. That's like one of my new spots to go to. And I was just telling the lady who was asking me a question. She said, did you find everything that you were looking for? I'm not really looking for anything. It's just like I'm embracing the woman inside of me, right? And so, you know, I liked to shop before, but I guess I wasn't like, I don't know, is it a woman thing that we always love to shop? But anyway, nevertheless, I was in Target and a female was telling, you know, just talking, like, and I always, like, I believe that God has given me the ability to be so, you know, vocal that I just be like randomly telling people my whole situation in this full store. I couldn't care who was in the store or whatever the circumstance is. And so, like, I was telling the girl, like, God has set me free. I was set free and delivered from homosexuality. And she said, whoa, me too. No, she didn't say she was. She just said, I dated girls too. She said, so then what that means that you're going back to men? And I said, it's not about going back to a man or, it's definitely not going to a woman, because I'm going to try to be right. I'm going to be right with God the best I know how. The thing is not about that. It was just the simple fact of the matter that when she told me that, it's like, no, I just want to be close to God. Like, where I'm at right now is like, I want to be close to God. I want to please Him. I want to do His will. But that's still not why I came on. That's leading up to what happened. So I'm in Target, and I don't know why God be like dropping these little Jews now in me, but He probably always dropped it in me. And like, what I realize, and I see people, like, this is what I want to say, and I'm going to say it, is why do we want to be free, but we don't want to do the things that require to be free? So if Jesus came to set the captives free, then why don't we want everything that comes? Because some people don't feel they are entangled or they are in bondage. So if you don't feel you're entangled or in bondage, you may think that you're operating at 100% of your life and your lifespan or your purpose, when you're not. I'm not even operating at my total 100% of who God created me to be. I'm waiting for the ultimate bang, because I know what I spoke out my mouth, and it only spoke this, you know, and it only aligned with His word, which is I'm leaving this earth with a bang. You can guarantee that Michelle Williams, is leaving this earth with a bang. I always said that even there. But why do people want to be free? Why, if He came to set the captives free, and He sent messengers, and He sent, you know, prophets, and He sent apostles and pastors and people to correct us and make things right, why we get like, we don't, it's like people don't want to be free. Like, they cool with the life they live. And I look at people's lives, and like, I don't judge it, but I'm like, dang, God could give them more. God has more for them. And even just with the conversation with the girl, I was like glad to have a conversation with somebody and you know, and telling them like, I'm embracing my feminine side. Hi, DC. Speak prophetess with a bang. Yes, I'm embracing my feminine side, but that's really why I'm on here. That's really why I'm on here, because I was sitting in here. I'm so excited. I love the new thing God is doing with me, and I love that I'm able to do the things that I always wanted to do with no strings attached. Like, you know, I'm doing it at my own free will, but at the same time, I enjoy it and I fall in love with God. But like, if He came to set the captives free, why don't people want to be free? Like, I just think about it, like, it's so many things like, oh, I'm free. You think you're free because you outside of not in a prison. There's people that's in prison and more free than we are. Like, there's more people that's free than we are. So that's what I wanted to say, and I'm going to continue to say, why, if He came to set the captives free, why don't people want to be free? Like, you know, I just wanted to say that. You know, or I think the thing is that people don't believe that they are bound. That, you know, there's no hindrances. There's no misfortunes and things that occur. But the reality is, no strings attached. But if he came to set the captives free, and you give words to people or speak open, freely conversations like me in this forum, it's only to help you get right and to be on the right path. Like, and I don't know, but I had to say that, and I believe that somebody is not free and don't even know that. And, you know, we was talking about relationships, about narcissistic personalities. God don't even control us. Yeah, he gave us free will. And our circumstance makes you want to, you know, get in and fall in line. But I was telling the girl, I was explaining to her, like, you know, she was like, oh, she had a girlfriend and the whole thing. And I'm like, yeah, men do it, women do it too. Like, you could be with a straight relationship, you know, heterosexual relationship, and they could do the same thing. Like, there's people really out here trying to control people, and that is another form of when he came to set the captive free. And then you tell people stuff like, leave this relationship. Yeah, and some people are cool with their bondage, and I think that's kind of weird saying, but it's the truth. Like, some people are okay with being in bondage. Straightforward. That's just what it is. Like, they don't see it as bondage. And unfortunately, I would love to, and Christ would too, would love to set them free. But the thing is, I don't think people see that they're in bondage. And I think that is another element of what God is trying to pour into his people in these last days. Or, you know, but there's people don't even see that they being in bondage, or they, you know, I don't know. I just wanted to say that if he came to set the captive free, why don't people want to be free? I yearned for this day, and now it's here. And like, even my sister be on it. Like, we have our little thing going on when she see me, or we FaceTime a lot of times. Most of the time it's FaceTiming, and I be like, where's she at? Where you at? I'm in this store, I'm in that store, and I'm buying more feminine things and stuff. Like, I'm embracing who God created me to be. He created what the image he had of me in mind. Like, you know what I'm saying? But like, I don't know. I pray that everybody, seek his will, and, you know, and just ask some people, you know, what if you don't even know? What if you don't even know if an area that you're in bondage, you really want to be free? And that's also a question. At the same time, it's not just, you know, me saying, you know, why don't people want to be free? There's people that don't even know. So I definitely believe that if you don't know you in bondage, that's another thing. But when you know you're in bondage, like, I know he came to set the captives free. And that's one thing that I'm excited about. And I love the fact that he's transforming me. But that's wherever I go, that's like my new thing. Like, I'm always running my mouth telling somebody, or referencing my video or a picture of me, of the old me. Like, if he came to set the captive free, why don't people want to be free? Like, I don't know, but I wanted to say that, and I wanted to say that in that form, so that people know that maybe you don't know you're in bondage. I didn't know sometimes in the beginning I was in bondage. I thought it was cool to be a homosexual. Man, listen, within 3 days, I done ran into people that knew me from before. And they still asking me, do I look like I was a woman? No, I'm not. Like, I stand for Christ. I stand for righteousness. And I'm not mad at them. You know, they don't know, but do they know? Or are they just testing? Try the spirit, test the spirit. But I just wanted to say that, like, I'm referencing my circumstance or my previous circumstance. If he came to set the captive free, why don't people want to be free? That's it. You know, when you look at it like that, you can't go wrong. But I definitely that's really what I came on for, because I'm like, every time you give me something to share, I'm going to share it, and at some point create my videos and stuff, because I need to do what he been requiring me to do anyway. But think about it. It's a question to think about. If he came to set the captive free, why don't people want to be free? Like, I wanted to be free, and now I'm free. And now my family, like, especially my sister, she always on me. Hi, Apostle. Hi, Nisi. Hi, Joya. I don't know. Like, I'm falling in love with him all over again. Like I'm excited. Look, I'm over here sweating. It's hot where I'm at, but it's just I really wanted to say that, and I'm gonna keep saying that. Like, he put it in my spirit to say, I'm gonna say that. If I have to do another video or a text or post, if he came to set the captive free, why don't people want to be free? Why do people think bondage is only in a prison system? No, you can be bound. Like, there's people I know that's in relationships don't want to be in, and that's their soulmate and all of that, and they're mentally. The girl literally was in the store talking to me. This is what led me to that, and as I know, God put that in my spirit. She was saying, so you're not with girls no more? You never going back? No, I'm never going back to that. I denounce it every time. I am happy with the new transform me. That's just, I'm embracing what he's done for me. That's it. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to be in bondage no more. I'm glad that the spiritual cataracts is off my eye. I'm happy. I'm pleased. Like, every day I'm finding new things to buy in the store. Financially, I be looking at my circumstance, be like, I try to not overindulge, but I'm out there. I'm embracing my feminine side. I'm trying things that I see on social media, seeing if it pertain to me, because I've never truly lived like a woman. I've been a young female growing up, you know what I'm saying, as a youth in my earlier days, but now I'm a full-blown woman, and I want to enjoy everything that he created me to be, like, you know what I'm saying? But I had to say that because I was sitting there talking to the girl. I'm like, God, why every time I go in stores and meet and talk to people or fill people out and where they coming from, because I didn't know where that conversation was going, because at first it didn't sound like, oh, you still look cute. I also hear that too. When I reference my old picture, people were like, oh, you still like, no. When all Father makes all things new. And yes, people may say, oh, you were cute then. No. I'm not even where I want to be physically, but I'm glad I'm where I'm at right now. And I'm like, no, you thought I was cute. I'm bad now. I'm a baddie now, whatever. But I just wanted to say that, like, why don't people want to be set free? Like, do you not know do you not feel you in bondage? Like, I don't know. I don't think people understand that. And I think that as long as he made me who I am, because I'm very vocal. I've always been vocal. I think I was very reserved because I didn't know a lot of things. So things I didn't know, I let people walk all over me back in my past. I went through a lot when I was younger. You would think I was bullied, but I wasn't bullied. I just was too reserved. And now that I know that I'm rolling with the king of all kings, and that I feel like no man could touch me unless God pull a Job on me and say whatever he say. Like, I know she gonna serve me black and let them put the water out on me. That's totally different. But I want it bad for people now. Like, I want it bad for my brothers and sisters that's in Christ, that's struggling with homosexuality. I want it bad for people that knew me before. Like, I'm running across people and they like, yo, you still with so-and-so? No, I'm not. I look like a woman. Like, if I don't, should I wear a dress every day for them to get it? But the thing is, because of that sick thinking and Satan and his strategic ways, like, so relevant now more than ever before, you even got the ones that look like females heavy. Like, when I was growing up, I seen more of the girls that wanted to be the guys that look like guys and stuff, and getting a hormone shot. So I've been there, done that, got 2 t-shirts. But now, even when I was talking to her, and I don't knock nobody, but I just, like, I'm not the old me. When the Father makes all things new. You know what I'm saying? You could take my old past. I won't be the same. And I just wanted to say that. I know I said that several times, and I'm still on the phone. I'm still on the live with y'all. And that's going to be the highlight of this live. If he came to set the captives free, why don't people want to be free? Like, even now, I look and be like, tag, did I really used to do this and do that, be in the nightclubs? Like, I don't knock, and when I'm glad he transformed me, and I don't have a big better than spirit. I don't. It's just, I'm like, dang, what was I thinking? If I was out there doing that, I'm trying to relate to people that may have been in my shoes when they like, wait, hold on. I don't want that. I yearn for transformation. I didn't know how it was coming. I didn't know it was a whole package deal. I got more bolder, and I'm more wiser, and I'm more stronger, and I'm more dedicated, and I'm more persistent. I was persistent before with my craziness, because I had some days, man, I would blow up somebody's phone for you 52 times till you answered the darn phone for me. But I'm more persistent for the things of God, and I love people. And I think the problem is when people hear the message of God from people, we already, as me and my sister said on our podcast, it is our flesh that be thinking come off sideways. But on reality, I truly love people, and I have a heart of God. What do you want from me, Father? What do you want? I love all God's people and His children, and I say people and children because everybody didn't choose to serve God, so I need to make that clarity in that. But it's just I think I want it too bad for people. Like, I be sitting there like, dang, man. Like, even when I see like some homeless person, I always looked out for the homeless people and stuff like that. But I look now, like that one guy the other day when I was talking to him, and I was like, dang, Lord, I want it so bad for your people. Like, I don't know, people cool in their circumstance. Like, I don't know, Father. I don't know. Maybe it's not time, but yeah, that's what I wanted to say. Yeah, I'm getting up off of this because I'm enjoying the beauty of the nice weather and my Target experience. I don't even have kids. I don't even have children. And I'm more in Target as if I had a child, and I don't have a child. It's just like I was sitting in the park today. I don't know what God doing with your girl, but I love it. I'm loving it. I was even in a park today. I don't have children. I was sitting there watching all the children in a park. Like everybody's looking at their kid from a distance. You think I'm looking at it from a distance, but I had a child, and I'm embracing the new change, and I love it, and I think once people get on the right path side, because I don't want to say it on our side, because back then people said it also, when I was in a homosexuality lifestyle, they referenced